When you read the Bible, you see multiple verses where Jesus says, when someone came up to him and said, "Oh, good teacher," he said, "Why do you call me good? Only the Father is good." In another passage, he says
only God.
Only God is good.
Right.
But why would he create the distinction between him not being good but saying God is good?
Because the guy said, good teacher.
So he was his teacher at the time.
No. And Jesus says right there, time out. If you're simply going to acknowledge I'm a teacher, don't give me this gibberish that I'm good. Because nobody's good except God. But Jesus obviously claimed to be good. He obviously claimed to be God. But the guy was not acknowledging it. He was denying it. Good teacher. That's why.
I understand that's your interpretation, but there's other passages in where he says, "Do not worship me, worship the one who sent." He said the Father is
Where
greater
does he
than
say
I.
that? He never says don't worship me.
He says, "Father is greater than I."
Yes.
Everything I do is through the will of the Father. Why
Yes.
create that distinction between him and the Father if he's claiming equivalency with the Father himself?
Because he humbled himself, limited himself, and passed down the birth canal of a woman named Mary, and he was a human being who was not omnipresent. He lived in Palestine, and he never visited Austin, Texas, or the Big Apple, or Saudi Arabia. So he obviously limited himself as the omnipresent God. He limits himself, becomes a human being, and yeah, the Father's greater than I.